It's a big national campaign. It's the biggest in the UK. And the good thing about this event, Know Your Numbers, it's a big national campaign. It's the biggest in the UK. It raises awareness about blood pressure checks and it takes action.
This is a podcast for people living and working in Nottingham City. Emma Leo, thanks very much for sharing your experiences supporting people with cardiovascular disease.
We know that in the
SiSU Health Station is a great one. I call it a 4-minute check to prevent CVD in 10 years' time.
Our reporter Jake went along to have a look and speak to some of the people involved in bringing this new technology to Nottingham.
My name is Fumilayo Oguremi. I'm a pharmacist and my specialist area is cardiovascular disease prevention.
In the East Midlands, I'm Sarah Hawley. Good afternoon. First this lunchtime, it's known as the silent killer, and people in the African and African Caribbean communities are 2.5 times more likely to suffer a stroke. A campaign has been launched in Nottingham to encourage people to get their blood pressure checked for free, with the aim of saving lives. Angela Rafferty has more.
Okay, so just relax your arm a little bit there.
It's a simple test that could help save lives.
For African and African Caribbean people living in Nottingham, the risk of stroke is up to 2.5 times more likely than white people living in the city. Detecting high blood pressure can help prevent that, but not enough people are being tested. Today's event is hoping to change that.
We know that in the Black community, they have a higher risk of having high blood pressure, stroke, heart diseases, and even dying from this. And this is why it's so important.
Overall, really, really good.
And the good thing about this event, Know Your Numbers, it's a big national campaign. It's the biggest in the UK. It raises awareness about blood pressure checks and it takes action.
Look, listen to this. Earlier this week, a new high-tech piece of kit was unveiled at Boots in the Victoria Centre, which offers a free, quick health check within 4 minutes. The future is upon us, right? The SiSU, or SiSU Health Station, measures blood pressure, BMI, heart rate, body composition, and more, while also helping to identify alcohol-related and physical activity risks, and even calculates your heart's age. Now, it's going to be based in Boots for 12 months, and anyone who can come along to get an important health check can do so. It does the measurements pretty quickly. Now, the machine also gives you advice on the next steps after you get your results, whether to carry on as you are, seek further advice from a GP or health service. What a great bit of kit. Our reporter Jake went along to have a look and speak to some of the people involved in bringing this new technology to Nottingham.
My name is Fumilayo Oguremi. I'm a pharmacist and my specialist area is cardiovascular disease prevention. So I support people within the community and individuals in the cardiovascular disease prevention pathways. I'm also an NHS App advocate, and that is why I find this SiSU Health Station a very important step towards that digital pathway for the NHS 2026 reform. We do know that hypertension, high blood pressure, is the number one risk factor for stroke, heart diseases, kidney diseases, and vascular dementia. It's a 4-minute check for a 10-year cardiovascular disease prevention plan. It's a one-stop hub. This is a shopping area. It's Victoria Centre, so you don't have to be juggling different appointments to get all this thing done, because truly, all those 4 things could take an hour at the GP practice, but then you walk into this place and it's all done in 4 minutes.
We're really fortunate here in the City Centre to have this SiSU Health machine here. So it's a collaboration between Boots into Victoria Centre, SiSU Health and Health Improvement East Midlands. High blood pressure is often unnoticed until something serious untoward happens.
A new NHS-funded health station which gives shoppers free 4-minute health checks is now available at Boots in the Victoria Centre. The SiSU Health Station measures blood pressure, BMI, heart rate, body composition and quizzes users on their exercise habits and alcohol intake.
SiSU Health Station is a great one.
I call it a 4-minute check to prevent CVD in 10 years' time.
We pick up a lot of people with hypertension, so high blood pressure. We have people quite literally on a weekly basis saying, I didn't know I had this issue.
And as I say, if we can identify at an early stage, there are lots of steps people can take to help reduce their blood pressure, reduce their risk. Hi there, my name's Hussein Mauji. I'm a GP here in the city centre and also clinical director of our city place-based partnerships. Yeah, this is a great bit of kit, and it's been deployed in a way that really makes it accessible to our people, our population. We all know that sometimes it can be difficult to navigate complex health systems and to get in for a health check with your local GP, your local pharmacist, but actually that's been made much easier recently by the rollout of community pharmacies doing blood pressure checks. But here, this machine enables people to come in and to check their blood pressure, their weight, their BMI, and get tailored advice to their health behaviours that will help them to identify high blood pressure and reduce their risk of stroke, of heart disease, of kidney disease.
So how important is it that people utilise this machine?
It's an amazing resource. We have it here in the Victoria Centre Boots for a year. It's free to use. It takes 4 to 5 minutes to have a health check and to get that tailored advice. And what I think is really important is we need to recognise that in our city we have 6,000 patients who have had a stroke. Many of those patients will have known that they had risk factors previously, but many won't have done. High blood pressure is often referred to as a silent killer because it doesn't cause symptoms. People don't know they have high blood pressure. So this is a really easy way for people to come in, have a health check, get some tailored advice and support, and then if everything is well, go on the way. If not, to go on and live healthily.
I'm Mike Ryan. I'm head of CVD and stroke with the Nottinghamshire and Nottingham Integrated Care Board. The statistical evidence shows that about 80% of cardiovascular disease is preventable over time, so any little helps. But when you combine innovation and technology for the greater good and access it for the public, you can't really go wrong. So very positive move.
So how much work has gone into this from sort of from the planning stage into seeing it in the store?
Months and months. There's lots of hoops to jump through, lots of different variables to organize, relationships to build and put things in place, but credit goes out to all those who really persevered to make it happen, and it's now on the floor in Boots. There's so many people who don't know the numbers, and they don't, well, what's a blood pressure rating? What does that mean? What's good? What's bad? What's indifferent? So this machine will help you get there, but if you don't know what your low heart resting rate is, if you don't know whether you're overweight, which increases risk, if you don't know your blood pressure rate and numbers over a period of time, you won't really be able to identify what your risk is. And because it affects so many people, hundreds of thousands of people across the country every single year, although mortality and death rates for stroke and heart attacks are significantly down over the past 5 to 10 years, plus the incident rates, the prevalence rates of stroke and heart attacks is increasing steadily. So there's a bit of a bubble growing. So the more and more we know individually, we can take control of our own health, own ourselves, own our numbers, and make the necessary steps like taking walks, getting a healthier exercise, paying more attention to what we put on our mouths, smoking less or not at all, drinking less or not at all. All these things have a long-term impact on our health and longevity. So this machine and knowing your numbers is crucial to be able to give you the power and empower oneself to do something about it now.